I feel like I've let the viewers down, but oh well. Oh well, there's not much I can do. I've just left a place called Rannoch Lodge, which is just back in that direction, and it's sort of in between two small settlements called Bridge of Gower and Bridge of Ericht, and I'm heading to a pretty remote bothy, which is widely regarded as the most haunted bothy in all of Scotland. There have been many reports of paranormal activity and some pretty haunting stories over the years, so I'm going to head along there, spend the night, and just see what happens really. I'm starting the walk on a nice peaceful forestry track. The sun is out and it's a nice cool 17 degrees Celsius, and I think I've got about 8 or 9 miles to the bothy, so let's go. Well, it's a really peaceful start to the walk, and we're well into September now, but it looks like summer is giving it one last try. Really nice views up to the tree line there. But these conditions are pretty perfect. Won't see me complaining. I think I'm going to need to take a layer off. I think I spoke too soon. I'm actually quite warm. I think that's what I'll do. Hopefully it'll cool me down. Well, I feel infinitely better after taking that jumper off. It's definitely a lot cooler. But if there's one thing I've learned from living in Scotland, that is that you just never know what the weather's going to do. It might be 17, 18 degrees and just comfortable walking conditions right now, but in half an hour's time, could be raining. You can never trust the forecast. So I suppose we'll just see what happens. I am now entering the Camus Ericht estate, and I don't know why that's sort of faded away, but it is deer stalking season at the minute. Hopefully we won't have any issues. Another gate to contend with here. See how difficult this one is. It's not too bad. Oh, it's one of those satisfying ones that closes behind you. Oh. Easily impressed. What a lovely day it is. And I'm just following this forestry track, and I was just powering along, and I was thinking, what am I doing? Like, just look around. So many times I'm worrying about where I've been or where I'm going, and I forget to just be where I am and look at where I am. It's stunning. Just look at that. So I think I'm going to take it a little bit slower and just enjoy it. Well, I have reached the highest point on the trail I'll be following at about 500 metres above sea level, and that is back in the direction I've come from, and if you kept following in that direction you would get to Kinlochleven and the mountains of Glencoe on the horizon, and I think you can maybe even see Blackwater Reservoir just all the way in the distance, and I'm heading in that direction towards those mountains just with the clouds hugging them. Looks really cool. Only dropping to about 400 metres as well to the Bothy, so not too bad. It's always cool when the clouds cover the mountains like a blanket. Not so much when you're on top, but really impressive to look up at from down below. Well, it's a little bit windy, But would you just look at that view? That is Loch Ericht. It's about 15 miles long and it is the 10th largest freshwater loch in Scotland. And it is so impressive. I thought that was a deer out there, a stag, but it's just a cardboard cutout. Or maybe, I think it's carved into wood actually, of a stag. Threw me off a wee bit. But wow, that is really impressive. And I'm just following along the shore for about 3 miles and the Bothy's just somewhere over there. So, not too far now. Man, it's windy. Well, there's the first view of the Bothy, just down there. And it looks pretty cool. There's a huge glen over there, which is really impressive. But it looks like there's a bridge down here that I need to make my way over first. So, let's head down and see what it's like. That is sick. Such a cool wee bridge. What a setting for a Bothy. Really is beautiful. Wow. Something else. Well, I think that must be the biggest anticlimax ever in a YouTube video. I built it up and I built it up so much, and I arrived at the Bothy and it's full. I mean, what are the chances? I did see a few people, but there's already 6 people in the Bothy. It only sleeps like 4 or something. There's already 2 on the floor. And then there's another 2 people that have just turned up as well, who I think are just camping outside. Everyone that's already in has secured a spot, so I can't even, I'm not going to push them out of the way. But I had a nice chat with them and they all seem nice people. But it's so unlucky. So I'm just going to head along this path and see if I can find anywhere to camp. That's the Bothy all the way behind me there, and that's Loch Ericht. Really nice, but such a shame. I built it up so much. I will go in the Bothy and I'll show you around, but such a shame. Can't stay in it. Really nice view of Loch Ericht. Can't really grasp the scale of it when you're walking along the shore. But I'm going to head back down to the Bothy and I'll see if I can get a few clips. Show you what the inside looks like. As you can see, it is full. Really nice though. And this is round in the other room. Yeah, people already sleeping on the floor. Quite a cool Bothy though. I like it. I'm just gonna have dinner now. I've been extremely lazy and I've just got a sandwich from a meal deal. I feel like I've let the viewers down, but oh well. Oh well, there's not much I can do. Can't complain about the view, to be fair. It is absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Look at that, everyone. That makes up for not staying in the Bothy. Just the clouds just pouring off the side of Ben Alder. Wow. And that is Ben Alder Cottage over there. I'm not even sure if I mentioned that. Look how cool that looks. And Ben Alder, the mountain, is somewhere up there. Absolutely huge. Wow. What a sight that is. I had such a great night's sleep. I went into the Bothy until about midnight, so I was in there for probably maybe 5 hours. Just with the other people, we got a fire on and we were just chatting, to be honest. It was sort of like 4 different groups, so it was nice to meet people from different areas. It's a shame I couldn't stay in it, but I spent like maybe 6 or 7 hours in the Bothy in total, and I didn't experience any paranormal activity. No scratching, no footsteps outside. So I don't know if that fully debunks the horror sort of haunted mysteries behind the Bothy. But I suppose if you want to see that, you have to come for yourself and experience it. But yeah, what a morning. It's definitely made up for not staying in the Bothy. I can't get over that. It's like a waterfall of clouds just pouring off the side of the mountain. At some speed as well. Wow. That is just ridiculous. And then Loch Ericht, with the sun just beaming down on it. Incredible. Gonna have breakfast. I've got a crushed pan of chocolat, and then I'll just enjoy these views. Well, that is me up and moving, and what a spot that was, right next to Loch Ericht, and the views just speak for themselves, to be honest. And that sunrise with the clouds just rolling over Ben Alder, something else. It's actually such a nice day again. I don't know how I've got this lucky. It's about 18 degrees Celsius and the sun is shining. Couldn't really ask for much better weather, to be honest. I'm gonna head over to the Bothy and give you a proper look around the place. I think everyone's gone now. So let's have a look inside. As you can see, run by the Mountain Bothy Association. Oh, instantly the smell of the fire from last night. Got a map of the area. That's pretty cool. And I think it's 3 rooms. This is the first room. Could probably sleep maybe 2 in here. I think there was 2 in here last night. And a nice fireplace. And then this room into the left, again sleeps 2. Just 2 bunk beds, and there was 2 in here last night. And then the last room, there was another 2 in here, just on the floor. And there's a nice fireplace. It is a really nice Bothy, with some pretty incredible views out the window. It's a shame I didn't get to spend the night in here. It would have been great fun, but I still spent like the majority of the night, to be honest. I just didn't sleep. I was in here for like 5-6 hours and didn't notice anything weird. And normally you get like sort of an initial vibe of a place, and this place feels fine. It doesn't really feel haunted. Saying that the writing on the wall is pretty creepy, but yeah, cool place. I mean, look at that view as you leave the Bothy. That is outrageous. Wow. And I was camping just over there. Such a nice spot. As always, left no trace. All the mess from the fire is cleaned up. And now it's another 8 miles back to the car. Over the wee bridge. Genuinely so cool. And the views are not half bad. Wow. What a place. Just look at that. And then back down that huge glen, which is pretty impressive. I've got about 2 miles of bog following along the shore, and then I reach a really good track. So let's do it. What an adventure it's been. Even though I didn't get the chance to sleep in the Bothy, just being able to come here, spend the night by the fire with people I've never met was such great fun. And it gives me an excuse to come back to this area and spend the night in the Bothy. It just shows you as well to always have a backup plan. I wasn't thinking on bringing my tent, but I'm so glad I did. Otherwise I wouldn't have had anywhere to stay. But I think that's going to be it from me. What an incredible area. And I'll hopefully see you guys next time for another adventure.